That's right. I should already know. I should have already known who the killer is. Oh, this sucks. I actually kind of like McCon. I felt bad for her. I'm hoping there's like another angle to this and she's not gonna die here.
You're the only one! Miko, you're the killer, aren't you?
What are you talking about?
Like I said, aren't you the killer who murdered Ibuki and Hyoko?
Killer? Huh? I'm the killer? What is this?
Hey, don't you think that's kinda impossible? A chick like her as the killer? She couldn't even kill a fly. In fact, the fly would probably kill her first.
It's because of that disease.
She's right! A clumsy slowpoke like me killing someone? That's completely out of the question.
Didn't they say that that disease makes you kind of the opposite of what you normally are?
But we're the only ones. Thanks to that video, we're the only ones who have the advantage of an alibi.
An alibi? Was that the killer's goal?
Now that you mention it, you guys brought that up earlier. Only Hajime and Nikon have an alibi.
It's just a coincidence.
But you're the only one who could have filmed that video in the hospital conference room. Is that also a coincidence?
Shouldn't you get some rest already? You should be exhausted from nursing without any sleep, right? Then if you insist, I will use the on-call room upstairs. You must be mentally exhausted, so it's better if you relax in the lobby instead.
At that time, you said you were going to the on-call room. But you actually went to the conference room.
Yeah.
That's when you put on a hospital gown that you prepared in advance, put the bag on your head, and began filming.
Actually, it looks like you stood there buck naked in front of a window.
By doing that, you made up a video that showed Ibuki trying to hang herself at the music video. And showed that to me.
She's gonna lose it.
Furthermore, I saw that video at the hospital lobby. If someone wants to go to the conference room from outside, they have to pass through the lobby.
So it's impossible that someone who wasn't already in the hospital went to the conference room to film.
Not only that, the others in the hospital, Kane and I, were both delirious from the despair disease.
So that must mean...
Please wait a second. What are you saying? I'm the killer?
I'm wondering if the disease wore off too and she doesn't remember.
That's impossible. There's no way I could kill someone.
If that's the case, this is gonna get real sad.
It's not literally impossible. Can't you give a better defense than that?
Just shows she can't even do that.
Hey, you sure this chick is really the killer?
Wrong! It's totally wrong! It's not what you think!
Just like Akane said, it is really hard to tie it all together. I mean, Mikon is the killer?
I agree. It is truly difficult to believe someone could be killed by such a slow-witted woman.
That slow-witted remark is not necessary.
It's fine. I've been like this for a long time. In a tournament for socials punching bags, I'd easily win first place with my self-reputation. Even I can't deny that. How many times do I have to tell you? It's impossible for me to kill someone. I'm serious. Very serious.
What do you say, Hajime? Do you still believe this woman is the killer?
It has to be her.
Do you hate me that much, Hajime?
Hey, Hajime!
Everyone's ganging up on me. Tricks aside, logic aside, is she really capable of doing something like this? Could it be I'm the one making a mistake? No, in fact, it'd be so much easier if I was wrong. If I have this much doubt about someone I've spent so much time with.
Can you hold on a minute?
What do you want? Huh?
Well, I know I'm being intrusive and all, and I mean, I have no place to say this. I missed all of the critical parts, and I doubt I have anything worth saying at an important time like this.
What are you saying?
But still, there's definitely no way I can overlook the killer this time.
Huh?
I thought it was suspicious all along, at the very beginning. Investigating with a suspect in mind creates a different result than investigating with no leads.
Hey, what are you trying to say?
Well, thanks to that, I was able to discover a truth that nobody else knows.
Are you serious?
I've been so focused on everybody else in this trial. But I guess now's a good time to say it, right?
You better not have kept quiet on purpose. This isn't a game, you know.
Actually, this is a game!
Please don't say such controversial statements.
Well, what do you know, Nagito?
Well, it's nothing big, really. Only a small, decisive clue that points to the killer.
Hey, that's a huge deal!
A decisive clue. Does something like that really exist?
Let's take a look, shall we? Regarding the rope Ibuki was dangling from.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
This rope was supplied by the supermarket, right? There weren't any ropes inside the music venue.
Again with the supermarket? That place is a hotspot for criminal goods.
If they got it at the supermarket, that means it was brand new, right?
What's wrong with that?
I want you to take a close look at this rope. And keep in mind that it's brand new. Near the middle of the rope, it's frayed, as if it was rubbed strongly.
What does this that have to do with anything?
But why is it like this? The loop Ibuki used to hang herself is on one end of the rope, and the part of the rope that hung from the baton lighting is on the other end.
Hey, you're taking too long. What's wrong with the rope being frayed?
It means, well, from what I can infer, I think the rope was used like this. The killer wrapped the rope around Ibuki's neck, pulled both ends at full strength, and strangled her. The center of the rope is frayed because that's the part they used to strangle Ibuki.
Hold on. I've been listening to you for a while, and it sounds like you knew about this rope clue all along. What exactly did you say to me during the investigation?
So this rope won't be much of a clue. Then I might as well search another place.
Not everyone cooperates at a class trial. Those who lie and conceal the truth will obviously be here too. Just like this case's killer. I was just copying them a little bit.
More importantly, what was all that about the rope? The killer strangled Ibuki. And then?
And then, I finished speaking.
How is that a decisive clue?
Huh? You didn't notice it? I thought I made the decisive clue very clear.
You did? Nagito's words contain a decisive clue. Is that really true? Well, we're talking about the ropes, so leave it on that for a moment.
Ibuki didn't die from hanging. She was strangled to death.
Can't dispute that.
That's basically the same thing.
Though hanging and strangling seem similar, they're very different. The scars they leave would look different too.
Okay.
Scars? You mean the rope burn, right?
But we believed it was from a hanging. Why would that be?
Did we fall for someone's lie? The body at the crime scene was hanged, you know.
Yeah.
Obviously, we'd assume it was a hanging.
The Monokuma file complicates this too. It never specified hanging or strangulation.
Whoever misunderstood
I think it's what Kazuichi said, where we're agreeing with him. I think this one is simple and I shouldn't overthink it. Ibuki's true cause of death was strangulation. That fact is the decisive proof that will lead to the killer. Is that true? I think it's the rope
Ibuki didn't die
with...
from hanging.
Hold on.
She was strangled to death.
Okay, I don't see a problem with
Basically
that.
the same thing.
Though hanging and strangling seem similar, they're very different. The scars they leave would look different too.
Okay.
Scars? You mean the rope burn, right?
But we believed it was from a hanging. Why would that be?
Did we fall for someone's lie?
Aw, that popped up
body of
right at the
crime
last
scene was
second
hanged, you know.
and blocked it.
Obviously, we'd assume it... Did we fall for someone's lie?
That
I
must be it.
barely caught that.
So that's what happened. We've been falling for the killer's lie this whole time.
There's something I want to ask you. There's no doubt Ibuki's cause of death was being hanged by this rope, right? Yes, she had no other external injuries, so there's no doubt she died from hanging herself. I see, so Ibuki died by hanging herself.
You said Ibuki hanged herself, but that was a complete lie, wasn't it, Nikon?
That is... well...
You told us the wrong cause of death. You lied, didn't you?
And that would have been after everybody recovered from the despair disease, so I don't know what's going on here.
You should have been able to tell the difference between hanging and strangling just by looking. You, Mikon, the ultimate nurse.
Please wait! First of all, I'm not a coroner, so I don't have the medical knowledge to identify injuries like that.
That actually makes sense, I would think.
That's why it's not my fault if I made a mistake.
You are right. And you have been a great help to us so far.
But even a drunk medical student can notice the difference between a hanging and strangulation.
I'm not taking her side or anything, but being clumsy and unskilled in this area could lead to a mistake.
He's totally right. I'm such a clumsy mess, and I got so careless.
Nikon nursed me till I got better. There's no way I'm gonna doubt her.
Don't you think her devotion to nursing is what helped her draw Ibuki to her death?
Huh?
And if not, her symptoms were still very serious and caused her to believe what anybody told her. It wouldn't surprise me if she willingly followed Mikon because she was nursing her.
So Nikon volunteered to nurse us? Because she was planning to do this all along?
That's a little... Aren't you like the thief who suspects everyone else of being thieves?
I'm not a criminal. Mikon is. I mean, she's a killer, you know.
You've got it all wrong. Please forgive me.
Forgive you.
I'm sorry, but there's no way I can forgive you. I just can't forgive this crime at all.
Forgiveness or not, we still have not decided if Mikon is the killer.
I see. You guys are kind. Well, if that's the choice everyone makes, then the only thing I can do is back off, I guess. But is that really okay? Is that everyone's hope?
You're friggin' annoying! If you keep talking, I'm seriously gonna beat you up!
But I'm really not the killer. There's no way I'm capable of killing someone.
Unless she's got like another personality.
Is that really true?
Stop it already! That's enough!
I can't stop!
Oh man, she did do it.
I don't want to do this either. Of course I don't want to do this. But I need to do this.
Question is why?
You doubt your friends?
That's not it. I suspect them because I want to believe them.
What the hell does that mean?
I don't think belief and doubt are necessarily opposites.
Huh?
I do doubt her, but I still want to believe her. Belief lies at the heart of that conflict. 'Cause if there's no room for doubt, then there's no reason to believe, is there?
Don't say deep stuff. I don't really get it.
If you want to believe in someone, you need to overcome doubt first.
Okay,
Belief without doubt is simply a lie.
true.
Fine. Do whatever you want. I won't stop you anymore.
Huh? Is that all you can say?
Oh, here we go.
Ah, so in the end, you're all just a bunch of bullies, huh? Justifying your actions with fancy words. Making excuses for why it's not really your fault. Everyone always treats me like that. Always. It's all her fault. She's the one with the problem. I'm done with that! You hear me? I'm done!
Hey, Mika!
It's not fair. It's not fair. 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 Not fair! Why won't you forgive me? If you did something wrong, you'd forgive yourself right away!
She did do it.
What did I do? Why won't anybody forgive me?
Is acting like this your strategy now? This is annoying.
You are not one to talk.
Plus, to be honest, I've run out of ideas. How can we get you to admit? That's the issue.
If we don't have any clues, why don't we have her give us some?
Huh?
I'm the same as Hajime. I don't want to doubt any of my friends. But still, the truth is one of us murdered two of our friends. That's why we gotta stick with this until the very end, so we can finally break these chains of despair.
Chucky.
Hey, Mikan, can I ask you one last thing? If you're not the killer, then who fabricated that video Hajime watched? Like I said, it obviously wasn't me! Can you prove it? Prove it? Wait! Do you have any proof that I'm the one who fabricated that video? Ah! That's right! Show me your proof!
I have a feeling we're gonna figure out why she's seemingly so traumatized, unless it's just constant bullying.
You're just assuming the video was filmed at the conference room.
Because she mentioned the bullying.
Treating me like a killer based on an assumption. Just because I was at the hospital. That's totally crazy. I didn't do anything wrong. Why does everybody always hate me? Please, just forgive me already.
Like she's a basket case.
Is this broad really okay? She's emotionally unstable.
I'm not the killer. I never filmed that video. It seems she finally started arguing for us.
Huh?
But the only one who can find the hole in her argument is you, Hajime. So, I'm going to leave this to you once again.
Could it be, was this Chiaki's goal all along? She's saying everyone's fate depends on me, the only person who saw that video.
Why do you get to decide I'm the killer? Where's your proof? Please, forgive me already!
I need to make up my mind. I'm the one who has to do it. I'm the one who's going to finish this. Alright, another truth thing. Blood on soles, rope used for hanging, motel keys, scrap of paper, surveillance camera, AC, Mikan's account, maybe?
I'm not the killer!
We can't think of anybody else other than you who could have filmed that video.
Let's sit through this first.
Huh? Do you have any proof? Is the handbag on her head the proof? Is the hospital gown she was wearing suspicious? Or could it be the hospital slippers she had on?
Ibuki and Mikan clearly have different body types.
Is that really your proof? You could tell her body type under the hospital gown? Just from that video? Just from that camera angle? Just from that dim candlelight?
Camera angle has been brought up before,
Her body type.
right?
So please forgive me already!
Hajime, pay close attention and listen well. You're the only one who can point out the killer's mistake.
Don't flinch, don't hesitate, don't run away. Okay, pay close attention to me, she said. I don't see how any of these bits of evidence fit any of that stuff she just said. We've been through all that evidence. The hemp bag on her head. They're basically talking about the differences between them. And I think we've covered pretty much everything except... They said something about a camera angle. Maybe I need to absorb what Chiaki said about the killer's mistake.
I'm not the killer!
Because there's nothing else here to make sense.
We can't think of anybody else other than you
Blonde priest are hanging.
who could have filmed that video.
Huh? Do you have any proof? Is the handbag on her head the proof? Is the hospital gown she was wearing suspicious? Or could it be the hospital slippers she had on?
See, those are all things she was
Ibuki
wearing
and
as well the
Mikan clearly
same.
have different body types.
It's not the same,
Is
but
that really
in
your
the same
proof?
category.
You could tell her body type under the hospital gown? Just from that video? Just from that camera angle?
Camera.
Just from that dim candlelight? There's no way you'd be able to make out her body type!
Alright, I'm gonna try something.
Forgive me already!
I might be wrong, but I'm gonna try it.
Hajime, pay close attention and listen well.
There's something in front of it.
You're the only one who can point out the killer's mistake.
Damn it, I missed it. I'm wondering if it's that because it's hard to get. Alright, this is gonna be
Hajime,
hard.
pay close attention and listen
I'm
well.
gonna try to not deal
You're
with
the only one who can
the
point out the
noise.
killer's mistake.
It worked. Okay. Now I need to shoot what I think it might be. If this isn't it, I'm not sure what it is.
You could tell
It's
her
coming
body
up.
type under the hospital gown? Just from that video?
It's come up right here.
Just from that camera angle?
Got it.
I'll shoot through that contradiction.
That was it.
Mikan, you've committed a major mistake.
Mistake?
As I said before many times, I'm the only one who saw that video.
What's wrong with that?
But I never said anything about the camera angle.
Does that really matter, though? She could just be talking about the camera angle because it makes sense to talk about it in that context.
So how can you say anything about the camera angle as if you saw that video yourself?
She's guessing.
The only reason Mikan knew the camera angle Hajime had seen is because you're the person who actually filmed that video. Is that right?
She never really said anything about the particular camera angle, though.
This is your just reward. The more desperately you argue, the deeper you dig yourself into a hole. You lied, didn't you?
Are you serious? Is it true, Mikan? Did you kill Hiyoko and Ibuki?
Forgive me! Huh? 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 was wrong. Wrong. No, that's not it at all.
That's not it?
I mean, it's impossible.
Impossible.
You know that hemp bag Ibuki was wearing when she died? Try remembering the tote bag instead. Ding! I totally remember now.
What the heck's wrong with her? She's getting weirder by the minute.
That tote bag, isn't it the same one that girl was wearing in the video?
How do you know so much about that video?
Who cares about that? More importantly, did you know that bag is a limited item that was sold at the movie theater?
Did you forget that you get an extra one if you buy it?
Hajime saw it too, didn't you? You remember the Usami decal on it, right? Whoopsie! Don't worry about it. I remember even if you don't. Ta-da! There's no mistake that tote bag is a limited item. So don't you think it's impossible? Using one tote bag in both the conference room and the music venue at the same time? It's blatantly obvious that that's impossible. Don't you think?
Yeah, definitely her, and there's no way out.
That's why that video isn't fabricated, and I'm not the killer. So you'll forgive me, right?
Taking your stubbornness this far. Such despair.
Then you're gonna forgive me? I won't stop until you forgive me!
Long time no see. Well, not really. It's time for the third panic talk action. This is probably going to be my last job during a class trial. Please humor me while I taint your ears one last time. Starting from this PTA, the reload and ammo features will be added. You will no longer be able to make do with just the left mouse button. Below the tempo marker in a lower portion of the screen, a number of bullets are displayed. From this point on, you will need one bullet to destroy one remark. When you're out of bullets, you won't be able to destroy the remarks no matter how much you mash the left mouse button. You'll be able to refresh your bullets by pressing the tab key to reload. Just like locking on, press the tab key in time with the tempo marker. Controls are the same as the left mouse button. Match the tempo marker either by pressing the tab key. The number of bullets refreshed is based on how well you kept the tempo. If you get the timing wrong when you press the tab key, bullets will not be refreshed, so please be careful. Also, your ammo will be completely refreshed and will not run out during fever time. If your difficulty level is set to gentle, you do not need to reload. I guess this was a pretty useless explanation, even though it was the last one. That should be all the explanations for the class trials. The rest is up to you to overcome. That's good, because that means we're not going to have any more added things I need to worry about. You should be able to find it beyond this point, what you and I both yearn for. True despair. Well then, good luck and have fun.
I keep explaining it until you forgive me! That bag is a limited item! That's why that crime is impossible for anyone to pull off.
This chick, has she lost it for good?
Will you forgive me? You'll forgive me, right? Isn't that right? You're obviously gonna forgive me, right?
At this rate, we're not getting anywhere. I gotta do something and end this. I gotta do something where I can make her admit it. Actually, can't we just ask Monokuma about the fact that you get an extra bag? Because he's technically a witness to that. Seems like that would be easier, Hajime. Okay.
You still haven't forgiven me? I'll do anything you want. Please, draw on me. Do you understand? Why only me? Please, draw on me. Can you forgive me already? Forgive me! Forgive me! Please, draw on me. Do you understand? Can you forgive me already? I'll do anything you want. Can you forgive me already? I'll do anything you want. You're done for! Forgive me! Forgive me! There's only one bag. It's impossible to use
theater bonus prize.
This is the end! Monokuma mentioned this earlier.
When you buy one bag, you get another one free. It's a common practice to bait customers with bonus prizes.
Whoever bought that bag should have received another one as a bonus prize. Which means it's not impossible to use that bag in 2 separate places. So please, just stop making desperate excuses.
Why? Why can't you forgive me? Why?
Like, she is mentally shattered.
It seems her desperate struggle is finally coming to an end.
Like, this kind of makes me feel bad.
Why does everybody always hate me? You should just forgive me already!
Nikon, it's already over. After I go over your crime from the beginning and show that you have no arguments left, please just admit it already. In the end, at least let me believe in you.
Now take a look at this comic book. Alright. These aren't that bad. Finish the thought. Stock 1. Okay, he's looking at the monitor, he's pressing go. What I saw on the monitor. Video of the broadcasted hanging, is that right? Okay. He's shocked. He runs away. That's that, so we don't have to worry about that. And that was used over there, so we don't have to worry about that. What did the killer do after the broadcast? Okay, the killer's in the conference room at that point. They left the conference room. He gets down there, sees the body, runs away, and the killer was shadowing him. So the body was hidden before the killer ripped off the music venue's wallpaper. She's holding the wallpaper, so that's that maybe. Now where does the glue come into play? Because those two can't be. Those two have already been used. It's this one. There we go. Last stock. Already? That was quick. This one's short. Okay. What did the killer do after the broadcast? Threw off the hemp bag. That's sad. That's them breaking the drumstick. That's Yoko. Rip piece on the baton lighting. Okay. And then that has to be that.
Here's everything that happened in this case.
That was easy.
The key to this incident is the surveillance camera video that only I saw. That's why I'm going to start with that to unravel the knots of this crime. When I went to the hospital with Mikon this morning, I noticed a specific thing in the lobby. The incoming signal light on the surveillance monitor was blinking ahead of the scheduled time. When I switched on the monitor, what appeared on screen was a person wearing a hospital gown and a bag on their head about to hang themselves right at that moment. That surveillance camera unit was designed for two-way communication with the hospital and the music video. That's why I thought the signal originated from the music video, so I immediately headed over there. But that was the killer's trap. In truth, that video was recorded in a different place. The killer brought the music venue camera the night before and made their preparations in advance. And then, they filmed that video in the hospital conference room. By doing so, they tried to make me think the incident was happening in real time, when in fact, the crime had already been committed by that point. The person in the footage wearing the bag was actually the killer acting as a fake. I didn't know that, so I went to the music venue and found the hanged body wearing a bag on its head. Seeing the body before me, I panicked and rushed out of there to get the rest of you guys. But that was also part of the killer's trap. After cleaning the conference room, the killer was likely watching the music video from outside. And, as if they were switching places with me, they went inside the music video and began working on their last trick. First, the killer peeled off the wallpaper covering one of the stage pillars, revealing Kyoko's body. When I first arrived and saw the hanged body, I didn't notice anything strange about that pillar. I didn't expect it to be slightly larger from the wallpaper, or have Hyoko's body hidden inside. Next, the killer destroyed the surveillance camera that was used in the conference room. After destroying it, they mixed it with what was left of the surveillance monitor found at the crime scene. The surveillance camera the killer used was originally brought from the music video, but when they brought it, they made sure to destroy its monitor beforehand. They wanted to hide the fact that the camera wasn't at the crime scene. In the end, the killer transformed the crime scene into a closed room. They broke one of the drumsticks from the storage room and placed it near the music venue's entrance. However, they did this to mislead us into believing that the music venue was locked from the inside. In actuality, the reason the music venue became a closed room was because of the glue. The killer sealed the door with glue and intentionally created a closed room that could be forced open. With that, the killer finished tampering with the crime scene and met up with Fuyuhiko. They helped us force open the music venue door, despite the fact that they personally sealed it. And they made us discover not just Ibuki's body, but Hyoko's suddenly present body as well. At the time, they pretended to be surprised, but inside, they were probably relieved that their plan worked out. Isn't that right, Mikan? This crime was orchestrated by you, wasn't it?
Whoa! Now she's laughing?
It's been such a long time. This feeling, I know it well. Like the floor is collapsing, like the sky is falling down upon you. This feeling of despair!
What the hell?
Mikan, what has happened to you?
Whoa there! Before that, a moment of your time.
I don't think I did too bad at this trial, did I? I don't know what I did at part 11 that was so bad. I don't know what part 11 was. 101 coins.
It seems your arguments have reached a conclusion, so let's proceed to our regularly scheduled voting time. Now then, please pull the lever in front of you and cast your vote. Who will be chosen as the blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? Let's go!
Class trial end. Guess it was her.
Well now.
Now then, though it may be obvious at this point.
Correct.
You got it right once again. That's like 3 in a row. That's right. The true identity of the horrifying blackened who killed 2 girls was Mikan Sumiki.
Damn it.
You gotta be shitting me. Are you saying Mikan, the one who nursed us back to health, was the one who killed them?
I won't forgive you.
Don't joke around with me, Mikan. Did you lie to us all along? Were you planning to kill them from the start while you were nursing them? You seem awfully excited about the prospect of that.
Hey!
Don't just laugh, say something. This is going nowhere.
What's going on?
this chick.
Hey.
This is nothing like Pecco. She's actually gone mental.
That's obvious.
There's nothing we can do. She's no longer the same person. She's no longer the Makan Samiki we knew. Huh?
Hey.
Based on my predictions, she might have caught it too. She probably had a despair disease, which was the motive for this case.
What?
Makan too, you say?
I
know because I was looking at Makan for so long. She was the one taking care of me after all. My consciousness kept drifting, but even so, when I did catch a glimpse of her, her expression was full of despair. A despair so devoid of hope that not even a single fragment of it remained. Hold on. Did you say Makan also had the despair disease? So I was right on that prediction. Then that means she was...
What?
Huh? Hajime, has something crossed your mind? My body's heavy. No, not just heavy, somewhat soft and really hot. That's right, Makan felt really hot at that time. Now that I think about it, that must have been a high fever, just like what Ibuki and Akane had. I did not even think about that.
It cannot be.
Then because of that disease, Makan was...
Perhaps?
Symptoms that she surely felt must have been deserving of the name despair disease. Losing all hope and harboring despair for all hope. Because of the despair disease, she was likely overcome with despair.
See?
That's the reason why she could still laugh in such a hopeless situation. So then she didn't even necessarily want to do this, it's just the disease made her do it, which is... Man, we're gonna kill her for that?
Jeez.
Which means the Makan standing before us is no longer the ultimate nurse. But shouldn't it have worn off? She's a completely different person now that she's affected by the despair disease.
Isn't that right?
She's a human who deserves to be called the ultimate despair. Ultimate despair. Where have we heard that before? That's the reason why I cannot forgive this. I mean, killing someone for the sake of despair instead of for the sake of hope.
Impossible.
There's no way I can forgive that.
Oh?
For the sake of despair. That's completely wrong.
Huh?
Wrong. Wrong. What's wrong?
What I did was for the sake of my beloved.
Who's your beloved?
Huh? Huh?
Who are you talking about? If only they were still alive, they'd be so happy. I know.
My beloved was the only one. That's right. The only one who never hated me. They forgave my existence. They forgave me and accepted me. They gave me value. They loved me. I loved them with all my heart, and they returned it in full. This is my reciprocation.
I understand that I've done something unforgivable. But you know, to transcend all that is truly...
It's love.
What love is all about.
Hey.
I don't understand what you're saying. You don't understand. Is it because you don't have anyone to love? Is it because you're also someone who isn't accepted by anyone? What a pity. I feel sorry for you.
Well?
Even if I say this, I'm sure nobody here would understand, but love is a wonderful thing. This feeling of freedom where you no longer care about anything. My beloved and I are the only ones within that thin veil, and I'm just looking out through it. That's why, as long as I'm on the inside, No matter how much they tease me, splash me with water, kick me,
Ah, how amazing.
it's like nothing matters. I could just die. That's how little it matters. Who cares about hope or despair? It's love, only love.
Could it be?
Nagato, is this really the despair disease you were talking about?
This is...
It seems that I was wrong. Not only was she affected by despair, you were half right. It's right to say that this is all thanks to that disease. Because thanks to that disease, I was able to remember my beloved. Remember. Apparently that's what my symptom was. What a wonderful symptom. Which means you had the remembering disease. I like how Hajime brings this up, the remembering disease, like that's a known thing that people can get. Obviously, you had the remembering disease. But if this means she remembered something and ended up like this...
Such despair.
Are you saying you were like this from the start? Were you like this before you even came to this island? Don't get so angry. See, she's like covering up because she immediately thinks she's gonna get hit or something. Jesus. Well, first of all, the reason I became like this wasn't my fault. It was all your fault, you know? Because it's not like I'm entirely responsible for turning out like this. I'm the person I am today because of many human relationships. So it's everybody's fault that I turned out like this, you say. Even so, the current me was most strongly influenced by my beloved's existence. And it was also my beloved who created the me that everyone can't forgive. But my beloved still forgives me and still accepts me. That is the key difference between all of you and my beloved.
Don't fuck with me!
Like I said, who the fuck are you talking about? Yeah, who are you talking about? Like, is this someone we know of already? Are you saying this is Makan? She's the real Makan. Makan, please answer me. Did you really remember? You ended up like this all because you remembered? There's no way I can believe that. There's no way the person you are right now is the real Makan. Oh, you still doubt me? Then to prove I remember, I'll tell you all something nice. It's about the World Ender organization that you all were worrying about.
You serious?
You know? Not know, I just remembered, that's all. I knew about it all along, how that horrifying organization known as World Ender is also the organization known as the Future Foundation. Wait, so we're getting like a Fantastic Four crossover here too? Future Foundation. Future... That's right. That symbol on the ancient ruins door. That's right. It was the Japanese word for future.
Hey.
Just what is the Future Foundation? What are they planning? As the name suggests, that organization is the World Ender. The Future Foundation is trying to end our world. Put it simply, they're trying to claim the world for themselves.
This is bad.
What the heck? This isn't a comic book, you know. As part of their plan to end the world, the Future Foundation brought us to this island. Isn't that right, Mon Ami? Huh?
You...
I knew it. Mon Ami, Monokuma, they're both members of that crazy organization, aren't they? Monomi and I aren't members.
I am Monokuma!
My existence is entirely my own.
Hey.
Don't laugh. Hey, Makan, if you really do remember, then you already know, right? You know the true identity of the traitor hiding among us. Of course I know that. Let's see. The Future Foundation lackey that's hiding among you all is...
Oh?
Oh well, no one really cares about that, don't you think?
Of course not!
Aw, hell no. You'll find out eventually, so there's no need to be so impatient. Probably when that countdown ends. Countdown. You even know about that?
Oh?
I don't know anything. Huh? I have a feeling that's what it is, but who cares about that, you know? I'm drowning in so much love. From the bottom of my heart, I just don't care about anyone or anything.
That is...
Khan, is this really you? I won't believe it. There's no way I can believe you were like this all along. Because if that's true, then who's the person we've been spending time with up until now? The past. Past. That person, she didn't exist in the beginning. She's just my past self who lost her school memories. You guys considered that thing a friend.
Oh?
That doesn't make me happy at all. It just fills me with despair. You guys accepted my past self, but not my present self. That's... Well, that applies to you all as well. Memories of people, memories of events, whatever memory it is, losing memories are...
Do you understand?
Like losing your personal identity. Memory is the most important component in building a person, don't you think? Losing our memories makes us shadows of the past, don't you think?
Hey,
I don't know what you're trying to say, but in the end it always leads back to that story about our stolen school lives.
hey!
So it was true all along. Our memories were taken away.
Damn it!
If it wasn't true, we wouldn't be suffering this much. Well, why don't you just take your sweet time and remember at your own pace?
Oh?
Monokuma. Is it alright for you to start now?
Yes, indeed.
Punishment time? Damn it, why? Khan, why does it have to end like this? I feel so bad for her. Like, she's a tragic as hell character, if you think about it. Like, she's been bullied. She talked about getting kicked. And you saw how, like, Hiyoko, for instance, treated her. She's been so bullied that it drove her completely insane. And then she ended up with somebody that made her into, like, a more hateful version of herself, I guess. And we just voted to kill her. Like, wow. I feel kind of crappy about that. This is too pointless. This is too much.
Now then, I've prepared a very special punishment.
For the ultimate nurse, Makan Sumiki.
So it's over. It's really... Now I can go to my beloved, who always forgives me. I can finally see them. Please forgive me, the one who's going to die with the hope of finally seeing you.
Let's give it everything we've got. It's punishment time!
This is gonna be bad. Kinda hope she goes easy. See, she still looks depressed. Bye-bye, ouchies.